Have you always wondered what it costs to move into the Florence Union area? Well, I'm going to show you exactly what you can get for $425,000 right here in Florence, Kentucky, along the US 42 corridor. This home at 8442 Woodcreek Drive is 4 bedrooms, 2 full, 2 half baths, 3 finished levels of living space with a 2-car garage, updated finishes, so well maintained, and a backyard that you are going to scream for. Stick around to the end of this video and I will show you an amazing little gift the sellers are leaving just for you, made out of something that was near and dear to their children's hearts. Let's check it out. Sellers have taken such good care of this home. There's such beautiful landscaping on this house. The sellers recently repainted all of the trim, so you don't have to worry about that. The home is a brick home and it has 3 finished levels of living space. It's listed at $425,000. When you first walk in, you've got this adorable little entryway with ceramic tile, and you've got a staircase. Now, I love these staircases where you go up to a little bit of a landing and then you go up all the way to the upstairs. And I love them because I can just picture my kids walking down the stairs in their prom dresses or their tux or their wedding dress and getting pictures right here on the stairs. And I can tell you folks, this is what the sellers did themselves with their kids as they watched their kids grow. So when you walk in, it's nice and clean, bright and fresh. You have a little area right here. They had a little bench. They also had a table during the holidays where they would put some Christmas decorations. When you walk in, you go to the left and you've got this great office space. This is what they used it for, a first floor office. Now, if you needed a first floor bedroom, you could certainly close this space off and make a first floor bedroom. Or you could make it a playroom for the kids. You could make it a library. You could make it a schoolroom. There's so many different options. You've got 2 nice sized windows right here in the front. And the windows are all nicely maintained, no broken seals or anything like that. It's a really nice space. You've also got hardwood floors in here. The sellers, like I said, use this as their home office. It could also be a schoolroom. There's lots of different options. So I'm going to go back in here and give you a better view of the entryway when you walk in. One thing I want to point out is the smooth ceilings. That is not something that you normally see in this price range, but it's a really nice addition in this home, and it kind of gives you the feeling that you get in this Pleasant Valley Meadows community, which is a very upscale, nice, well-maintained community here in the Florence Union area. Now we'll go downstairs last, before we go outside, I should say. Right here is a little coat closet. So you've got a little coat closet right here. Now, when I was growing up, we did not have a coat closet, or it was full of junk. And so we threw all of our coats on the bed in my mom and dad's bedroom. But you don't have to do that here. You can hang them up in your coat closet like civilized people do. So from the entryway, to the right is the home office or the formal living room. To the left is the formal dining room. Now, the formal dining room has 3 beautiful windows. So look at all this beautiful natural light that comes in. You've got the bushes out front, the nice boxwood bushes that are going to stay green all year long. You've got gorgeous hardwood floors in here, nice chandelier, which makes a lot more sense when there's a table in the middle. The windows are all well maintained. They lock, they nice and clean. And you've got the smooth ceilings. I'll give you another little view from back here. You have plenty of room in this dining room for a full dining room set. So I'm talking hutch, nice big table, and a buffet will all fit in here very easily. My clients used to host holiday dinners all the time, so that was something that was very important to them. Again, imagine your kids getting older and coming down the steps, or when they're younger, running down the steps on Christmas morning to see what Santa brought them. It's just a perfect family home here. So then we're going to walk from the dining room through the little hallway here. This leads out to the first floor laundry, the main floor laundry. So you don't have to go up and down all the way down to the basement to get to the laundry. It's right here on the main floor. You do have a stationary tub which I think is a nice feature in the laundry room. You also have a place to hang your clothes with a shelf up above that gives you a place to put your laundry detergent and all of that stuff, so it's not sitting on your washer and dryer. You have a 2-car garage with a little bit of attic space up there. It's hot in attics in Northern Kentucky, so I don't know that I'd really store anything up there, but you do have attic space. Nice big garage. Definitely can put 2 cars in here and have some space back in the back. You've got your breaker box over there in the corner. Now in Northern Kentucky, we do not insulate our garages as standard practice. In they build homes, they only insulate finish off the wall that's shared with the house. So the other walls are open, but you could certainly insulate them. And the garage door on this is an insulated garage door with a garage door opener. So you could pull right in to your house. You don't have to get out of the car to open the garage door. You just push a button in and out of your garage. You don't have to go outside into the elements at all in the morning. Now, the sellers did add this door out to the backyard. They had a dog, and so they wanted to be able to let their dog in and out through the garage, and so they added this door right here that leads out to the backyard. So we'll go outside in just a little bit and take a look at the backyard. We'll go back inside. The other nice thing about this laundry room being right off of the garage, between the garage and the house, is it also serves as a little bit of a mud room. So you could also have a place to take off your shoes, throw your dirty clothes, toss those in the laundry before you head out to or head into the house. So then here we have our half bath. This is one of 2 half baths in this house. It has been nicely updated, has a new light fixture, ceramic tile flooring, very nice, well-kept vanity, and a nice mirror. And this is the bath that would serve the main floor. So if you've got guests over, you're entertaining, that's the bathroom that they're going to use. Then you walk into the main living space of the house, and that goes from the kitchen all the way through the breakfast area and then into the family room. So let's talk about this kitchen. Now the kitchen has these warm cabinets, tile backsplash to really kind of up the kitchen. It also has ceramic Corian, solid surface Corian countertops here. And this is a pantry. I'll show you that in just a minute. The sellers opted for the most part to have white appliances, and they are leaving all of those for the new owner. You have a light over top of the sink, and the sink overlooks the which is such a beautiful feature of this house. This outdoor living space is every bit as amazing as the indoor living space. So I'm standing here in the kitchen, in the corner of the kitchen, and you can see how everything just flows so nicely. So perfect house for entertaining. They used to have lots of family come over to their house. The kitchen cabinets are really nice. You've got these little hidey holes. I love these for just little knickknacks. So I always think instead of having one junk drawer, I could break up my junk drawer and have it a little more organized and put stuff in each one of these little things. We're leaving all of the kitchen appliances. So that's the refrigerator, the oven range, the dishwasher, and the microwave. Here is your pantry. It's a nice size pantry, lots of storage shelves in there. They also left this great center for you. So you've got a little cork board so you can leave messages to each other, so you don't have to leave them all over the refrigerator or on Post-it notes all over the house like we do in my house. This kitchen sink, again, it's a solid surface countertop, so you have an undermounted sink. You do have a garbage disposal here. And you have a vegetable prep sink and then a deeper sink for dishes. The faucet has been upgraded with a nice pull-down sprayer and a nice big tall faucet so that you can fill bigger pots and pans easily. So now we're going to walk from the kitchen into the breakfast area. You've got plenty of room for a baker's rack or another kind of cabinet here. You could also put a little desk here if you wanted kids to do homework. One of the things I love about this breakfast area is the bay window. I love natural light, and on a beautiful sunny day like it is today, I think it's wonderful to have this bay window that just lets all this natural light stream in. So you can look at your backyard, and you can also sit and sip coffee in the comfort of your air-conditioned house when it's a million degrees outside, like it sometimes gets here in northern Kentucky in the summer. Not really, it doesn't really get to be a million degrees. The most we see is a heat index where it feels like it's in the right around 100 degrees, but usually that's only a week, maybe 2 at the most. For the most part, our summers around here are more like the high 80s and the 90s. Good enough to go swimming, not so hot that you're gonna like egg on the ground outside. Regardless, we do like our AC, and this house has an updated furnace and air conditioning unit, so you don't have to worry about replacing that right away when you move in either. It's already been taken care of by these homeowners. Now, one of the things that I love about this house and these homeowners, my sellers, is that they took care of this house and lived in it the way they would expect everyone else to live in their home. And they really did that with knowing that when they turned it over to a new owner after they had outgrown this house and were ready to downsize, when their kids were grown, they wanted to be able to pass it off and sleep at night, knowing that they had lovingly maintained this home. So this home, they've done all of those finishes. If something broke, they took care of it. If something was getting old and they needed to replace it, they replaced it before it broke and they had some major catastrophe that they had to clean up. That's just the kind of people these sellers are, and you will see that as you walk through the home. There is nothing left undone in this house for you to do. They've really taken care of everything, with one exception downstairs, and we'll talk about that when we get down there. Now, using this as your breakfast area, some people don't need 2 tables so close together because you've got your breakfast room here, and then right over here is your dining room. You may not need 2 tables that close, so you could use that dining room as something else. Maybe you use that as a playroom or a formal living room, and you use this as your eating area. There's so many options here for you. Now we walk into the family room, and this is going to be the hub of the house for the most part, for most of your day. This family room has hardwood floors that the sellers added